Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy, I'm here bringing you another video today. Today, guys, we're going to be showing off a new unit. Well, it isn't necessarily new, but it's new for me. I just pulled her, actually. I'm pretty sure how you say it is Mizyna? Is that how you say her name? Mizyna, I'm pretty sure. Or for simplicity reason, I guess I could just call her Miz. But yeah, so she is an attacker unit. We'll be showing her off today against a giant boss. So yeah, let's get right into it. Also, let me just say, I want to say real quick is thank you to everybody who has been enjoying the top 5s that I've been doing. I really appreciate it because a lot of work goes into those, a lot of debating, a lot of discussion, a lot of thought process goes into making those top 5s. So I greatly appreciate you guys liking them a lot. I'll be trying to do them every month depending on if the meta switches up for certain characters. If it doesn't really shake up too much, then there won't be an update for a certain category. But if one category gets an update, like maybe Regulus and Rags or Awakening comes out next month, then I may have to update the tier list, or maybe another unit comes out that I may need to update well, not tier list, but the top 5 for that. So yeah. Apart from that, though, let's get right into it. So like I said, for simplicity reason, I'm just gonna call her Miz. But Magical Warrior Miz. Now, what does she do? Like I said, she's an attacker. Her first ability is God Kill level 7. This will increase damage to gods by 70%, which is pretty good. Her other ability is Critical Master level 2. This increases all allies' crit damage by 20%, only once, pretty good. And then Start Dash. Owen's art gauge is max when battle starts. It's actually not bad. So as soon as you get into the battle, your art gauge will instantly be maxed. If she ever gets a True Awakening, or I said True Awakening, but if she ever gets an Awakening, because she doesn't have an Awakening on JP yet, I feel like this ability will come in real handy, let me say, because this will almost guarantee her, a true art if you get into the battle and you have a little bit of stages before you get to the giant boss. So, like I said, she doesn't have an Awakening yet in JP, but yeah, let's just go over. So her skill, which is 17,500 or 17,050% dark damage physical, heals own HP by 2%. That's okay. 7 seconds, every 7 seconds, you're going to get a 2 HP heal. Pretty good, 1400 break. Then her arts, however, is 12,200% dark damage physical. Increases all allies skill CT speed by 30 seconds. And 30% for dark elemental units. So, what this is you see this plus right here, right? So what this is if you're running a dark unit on your team, she's going to, well, before you run a dark unit, if you're just running like just random units, she's going to buff everybody's skill CT speed up by 30. But if you're running a dark elemental unit on your team, she's instead not going to buff it up by 30%, it will be 60%. So I feel like she's really good on maybe a dark team. So if you need to run like the dark trials or anything like that, I think she'll be pretty good if you just put her on there, just for her art alone, getting everybody a 60% skill CT buff with her art, which is pretty good. Also 2,800 break. Let's get into her equipment that I have on her. Now I want to say I do not have a 2-star equipment. I actually don't. I don't have a 2-star equipment. So unfortunately, I can't equip anything to her. Let me see. Do I have a 1-star equipment that I can equip on her? Actually, let me see. Okay, I do. Okay, I'll equip this on her because this is 1-star, but still. I don't have a 2-star equipment. I'm pretty sure at max limit break, her slots go to 554, 553. I think 554 is what her max limit break slots go up to. Actually, let me just check just to be sure. Okay, never mind. The site that I usually use is not working right now. I don't know what it is, but it's actually not working. The Japanese site. Because it's a little bit easier for me to find stuff on there sometimes than the Grand Summoners forums, because sometimes some units aren't on the Grand Summoners forums. But yeah, it's not up right now, so I can't actually check them. I'm pretty sure it's 554 at max limit break. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using this team against a giant boss. Of course, I could maybe switch out if I wanted to. I could maybe switch out Corsair for a dark unit. Like if I had it, I would use, or if I had Lily leveled up, I'd probably use Lily on my team, to be honest, because Lily's a dark unit and she would benefit a lot from her from what's her name, Miz's skill CT buff, because Lily can crit with her skill and her art, so it's pretty good. But let's just get into this. So let's just go start a boss. We're gonna go up against, probably, I'm gonna try to find a god giant boss and see if we can go up against a god, because actually, I don't think there is one right now, because I don't think Sanctuary of the Divine Princess isn't classified as a god, right? I don't think it does. Wow, so I'm pretty sure Sanctuary of the Divine Princess isn't classified as a god. Glowing Sanctuary is a dragon. Cave of the Deep Darkness is a dragon. Does the machine count as a god? It's called Machine God, but does he count as a god? Does he count as a god? Oh, he counts as a god. Why not? I'm pretty sure this guy counts as a god. If not, I'm actually gonna be a little bit upset because I wish they would tell you like what they were. But his name's the Machine God, so he has to be a god, right? I would feel like he classifies as a machine and god, but at the same time, it could be whatever. But yeah. You see, as soon as we get in here, she already has an art, which is really good. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk about my equipment, but you know, my equipment toy sword right here. This is the Zork equipment, really strong, 30% chance of reducing enemies' defense by 10% for 10 seconds. This is really good. It's on a 10-second cooldown too. Can you guys believe that? That's actually ridiculous. Oh no, it's on a 5-second cooldown. My bad. It's actually ridiculous. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. How good that actually is, but I'm actually going to try to farm another one before the event ends, so I really hope I can get another one, but if I can't, it's whatever. Like I said, this girl is, I don't want to say she's not really good, to be honest. I mean, against light bosses, I would maybe consider running her, but against like any other boss, not really. Unless she's like your only good attacker unit. Right now, I think in, I think right now in global, she may be, I say maybe a B tier, maybe C tier. I would say maybe B tier. I don't want to call her C tier, but I mean, she has her usefulness, especially on a dark team, because that's the main thing, right? Okay, hold on, wait. Before we even get into this, hold on, let's spit some realness to y'all, because some of you guys, oh wait, hold up. Okay, I'm going to spill some realness to y'all, okay? So, real quick, if you look at the tier list, okay, and if a unit is in B tier, do not just instantly disregard them, okay? If a unit is in B tier, the reason usually why they're in B tier is because they have a restriction, or they need to be on a mono team, which isn't necessarily a bad or it's not like a bad thing. I talked to this about my stream chat because a lot of people in my stream chat was telling me about this and how people disregard B tier units. If a unit is B tier, like Herrick is a B tier unit if you look at any tier list. But Herrick on a water team is amazing. He's so good. Awoken Herrick, dude, he's so good on a water team. Giving everybody a chance to freeze? That's crazy. But I just want to get that. I just want to say that real quick. We gonna get back to the showcase. Just wanted to say that. You feel me? But yeah, let's get back into this. So I'm actually gonna take this off auto so we actually don't use everything. So this boss gains resistances based on based on whoever deals the most damage. Okay, so whoever deals the most damage, he'll gain more and more resistance to that. Yeah, see, so now he has water elemental resistance up. So since Corsair did all the damage, he now has water resistance up. But now, if I use her and I also pop Charlotte, I'm pretty sure he'll switch sooner or later. And you can see right here, or you can see, this is actually stupid, right? Oh yeah, and he also popped his attack mode. Let me actually use this again. So he still has water resistance level, or he still has water resistance up, right? So I'm just gonna keep on doing this. We're pretty much gonna be set for this. We have a Serpa, we shouldn't be worrying about dying at all, to be honest. But I'm trying to see if he'll switch resistances, or he may not switch resistances. Which if he doesn't, that's pretty good for us. But at the same time, I would want him to kind of switch, because if not, it's gonna take us a while. Because like I said, Miz isn't the best attacker. You know what I mean? Like, she's good, but she's not like the best, considering like, you know, everything that you have to, you know, really consider for her. She's not the best because, you know, there's other good attackers like Corsair. You know, we have Saitama. We have We have Saitama. We have, why can't I think of anybody else? You know, Shurimoto. We have Awoken S. We have so many good units nowadays, and I feel like she's not really amazing, but I definitely don't feel like she's a bad option. She's definitely not a bad option. If this is your only option for a unit, then I don't think she's necessarily bad. It's just there are better options. But if this is your only option, take it. You know what I mean? Take it. She is dying a lot though. Her stats are not the greatest, and it's actually showing here a lot. Her stats are not the greatest at all. So, you know, her HP is relatively low too. Even for an attacker unit, it's pretty low. Only having like around 5,000 HP is pretty low for an attacker unit. what is it? I'm pretty sure most units, most attacker units, like the average is around like about 6,000, sometimes even 7,000. But hey, I mean, I guess it is what it is. She's only one limit broke, so I can't really judge her too much. She's only limit break, or okay, so yeah, see, now she is dark elemental resistance up because she did the most damage, which is, I don't know, this boss is kind of cool. I kind of like how he switches in between stuff, and then also, you know, he blows up at the end, so hopefully we don't die to him blowing up at the end, because that would be bad. But yeah, Miz, okay, decent unit. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily super top tier, but I think she's right in the middle. Very solid. Very, very solid option for you if you need to use Miz. So we're just going to try to finish this off real quick. It's actually going to be pretty easy now since, you know, water resistance is down and Corsair and Roy are just going to go off pretty much. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal. Well, unfortunately, I don't actually know if this boss can be frozen. He may not be able to, so if that's the case, it's fine. But I could actually use this Charlotte. That give it that heal. No reason why I'm using this equipment is because it actually heals your character upon hitting an enemy, which is for her is actually not that bad. And no limit break because you know she doesn't have the best of stats, so using that on her is actually not too bad. I wanted to get a break off on this on this guy. I did earlier, but you know, oh yeah, he has dark resistance again. I should probably use Corsair so he doesn't build dark resistance towards Miz, but I guess it is what it is. Let's see if I can freeze him too with my true art here. Oh yeah, we crit. I just not noticed that. Did you guys see that? We hit a crit. Interesting. I don't know how we hit a crit. That's actually. How do we hit a crit? I'm so bamboozled by that. I'm so bamboozled. Also, her art is pretty cool, but you know, I mean, also her art too. Let me just say, it actually helps her a little bit because her art, whenever she goes up like that in the air, she is pretty much invincible whenever she's up here while I'm tapping. So she's pretty much invincible while she's up there, which is really good considering the fact that like, oh yeah, here it comes. Here comes the OP move. We're probably gonna die. Oh no, okay, no, we survived. Okay, cool. Miz died, but it's whatever. Miz was already on low health. But yeah, so that's Miz. I don't really have a, what you call it? I don't really have like a rating to give her. Like I said, I guess B tier. I would want to say maybe low B tier, maybe into C tier. She's not amazing. She's not overpowered, but she's solid. Very solid unit. And a lot of the units I'm going to be showing off in the next few days, that's pretty much what they are. They're very solid units. They're not necessarily like super strong, but they're very solid. If you want to know what units I'm showing off this week or around this week, so you guys can see the videos that's coming, I'll give you a little hint. These guys. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna give you. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much Miz. I think she's gonna be really. I think she's really solid on a dark team. If you bring on a dark team, I can see her doing really well with her art. If she ever gets awoken, I feel like she's gonna be pretty strong. Possibly, if she gets awoken, she actually gets some pretty decent buffs to her. She could probably become pretty strong, or probably become a really good unit on or almost a staple unit on a dark team. But apart from that, I think Miz overall, good character, well-rounded, solid. But apart from that, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If I did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'm out, guys. Peace.